Is the chat working for this live? Welcome to Theresthattarot. Welcome to your check-in reading. We're just gonna see what comes out for you, Virgo. You're the last sign before we start this thing over. So I wanted to make sure everybody got a reading this month, because baby, I've been on vacation. Hey, Miss Sassy. All right, the chat's working. So, and the sound's working. Oh, the microphone ain't hooked up. Hold on. Yes. Yes. Hey, Slave Princess. I'm hearing the word family, Virgo. Happiness, watching the kids play, healthy diets, the dream. The Ten of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And then Justice is right up under that. Is this like I'm hearing a dream deferred. This could be a marriage with the Hierophant card here. You could be making peace with maybe a dream that came true, but then, you know. Thank you, Miss Sassy. Because I got this loud ass fan in front of me. Sometimes your dream can come true, but it doesn't mean that it's forever, you know. It doesn't mean that things won't change. Let's just see what comes out first. I'm hearing the song, if I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. But I'm not feeling that energy between you and this person. Maybe that's what somebody used to give, you know, that they didn't want anyone but you. What? I don't want to answer. And your name? No. Don't come in here with that. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe the dream was destroyed by lies. Did you see that in me? Like, avoiding. Ooh, this looked like whole shit that just popped up in this reading. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Sometimes you gotta quit before something bad happens. You know what I mean? Like somebody to have a real problem staying away from other people in y'all's relationship, and also telling the truth about things. And maybe you've gone along with it for a long time. This person's version of loyalty. Maybe they sassy, hilarious. Is this the person they lose interest? This person has a, everybody's not built for commitment. You know, we got all kinds. There's all kinds. Everybody's not you know, some people just want you to play by their rules and just stay. Just stay. Everybody got problems. You might as well deal with mine, you know? Somebody, this person love falling in love. They like the newness of, who doesn't, I just feel like they're not supposed to be doing this. What the fuck is going on in this reading? Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. Sorry, Virgo. Something just can't work this way. It's just not enough. Lies, cheating, like you just found out too much. And it's like no matter how much this person has, they'll never have enough if that's how they acting. If this is how you move, you'll never be enough for me. It doesn't matter how great you think you are, how much you have, how much you can provide, how much other people think that you're great, and other people think that that you're a great catch and all this kind of stuff. If you can't treat me right, you ain't good enough. Period. You say you don't think he's ready for a woman. He used to girls. And it's unfortunate because this type, what I'm picking up on, and this could just be a rough patch or this could be who they are. But this is like the one that runs around fucking little girls up. Well, I'm not saying underage, but maturity wise, because I don't feel like we talking about no spring chickens in this reading. This is what makes those bad girls, you know what I mean? This is the guy that makes girls what guys don't want them to be. But they do want them to be that. The right kind of guy. This person is creating girls that teach niggas lessons. Not in the most friendly, positive way either. Like, this person is a lesson. That's what this is giving. Now, they're still attracted to you. It's not going to stop them from checking up on you, low-key stalking you. Because you're very attractive. I mean, what can they do? You're the Queen of Wands, Virgo. Or is this you? Maybe not. And not to say you're not attractive, but I'm like, is this you? Because somebody, maybe they don't communicate as much. Maybe they are very emotionally like vacant. This is a mess, Virgo. Already, I don't even want to. Somebody keeps looking. I don't know if they are you the person that's looking at this Queen of Wands? You could be trying to hold yourself back from someone who's very attractive. They could be a Leo, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sag. It's like I'm holding myself back from you, but I also regret doing it at the same time. Thank you, July. Because I'm not single yet, because I'm not in a position to be there. Well, this is a story within your reading. Who is feeling like this? Somebody could be a fire sign, though. Leo. This is like a situation that's on hold. But it's like I look at your pictures in the meantime. I'll never delete the moments that we have together. I'm hearing stolen moments. Who who's creeping in this reading? There's a lot of Leo energy here. There's your energy, Virgo, but a lot of fire. Your wife is a Gemini. I'm this screwed up mess. He said Virgo is. Let me get at the comments. Thank y'all all for being here. Thank you for your engagement. Um, you know what's crazy? Either you got a side person or your person got a side person, or y'all are in some open something going on with y'all relationship. Okay. Or this is like I have one option that's more, we more locked in than the other option. Definitely some Virgo shit going down in this reading. What's up from Detroit? Leslie's not going. You said we're both Leos and she's a Virgo. Leo trying to put us in the third party. That doesn't sound un-Leo. I'm just playing. Somebody is looking at their side situation like, should I fight for this? Like, should I keep going? Like, should I keep trying? Maybe just being in my situation is easier. Maybe just being single is easy. I think being single would be way easier for whoever this is. But because why do they feel like they're wondering should they keep fighting? Because whoever decides, if you're the side, whoever's the side, and I don't want to call a person the side because a lot of people don't realize that they're being put on the side. So I don't want to say that. I don't want to offend anybody. But baby, if you are the third party, you could be walking away from a situation. If somebody's like, well, should I fight for this? What is there to fight for? It doesn't matter how long you've been in a side position or sometime maybe unsure, very open position. You're not doing anything with this person. So if you're trying to keep your side person, like, how are we gonna work this out? We're not going to work this out because there's nothing to work out. Now, the way I look at it is everybody loses in a situation like this because he said ain't shit to fight for. Exactly. Everybody loses in a situation like this. I never see them end nicely. It's never neat, just a neat little ending. I have seen some very long-lasting affair type of situations. Like you would be surprised how old people get now. Okay, but somebody always ends up feeling slighted. I don't think it's better to be the wife or the husband that's getting cheated on. I think that's actually worse. But that's just my opinion. Y'all can, tell me how you feel in the comments. But I think this situation sucks, me personally. And I think being single is way easier, way more fulfilling, way more peaceful. It's just a cleaner situation than this. Okay, because this is the type of shit that get dangerous, and you think you have something like this under control. You think, oh, well, everything's okay, and they're gonna keep their mouth closed, or however it goes. But baby, shit gonna hit the fan when it choose to, and you ain't got no control over when that shoe gonna drop. So this is whoever's trying to hold on to their side situation need to sit the fuck down. He said she's so gullible she can have it. Everybody, everybody. This is a very non-judgmental space, but we do like to tell the truth here. Um, and everybody gets their run with doing stupid shit. We all have had a chance to do something stupid, and it has blown up in our faces accordingly. So, this is, if she's naive, if she think, oh well, I can take him, I can have him, and all this kind of stuff, baby, you are not winning a prize by taking somebody else's man or woman, or however the situation is unfolding. She might be gullible. She might be. This might be the wake up call. It's not always like these beautiful situations that bring us into enlightenment. It be fucked up. You get damn near railroaded to get to this enlightenment, and she may have to um, cheat. Get somebody. I don't know. She may have to take somebody's man and then get railroaded by said man so that she can learn and have her awakening or whatever. But nobody said the awakening was going to be cute. But we're here to talk about it on There's That Tarot. So there's a side situation that looks like it's ending, or it definitely needs to. Okay. So you could be older. Let's say you're the wife, or you're the husband, and you done been around the block a time or two. Or maybe you're the side person and you've been in, you know what I mean, you've lived, so you've had people try to pull you in the middle of their mess, because people love going through shit uh with you. People love going through shit they created with you. So um maybe you're giving grace. It's giving, I'm coming to you woman to woman or man to man, and you think you about to save a relationship that's built on deception and lies. Um, you think you about to make a stand for that. I'm coming to you woman to woman. And the wife is just looking at you like, how old are you? You're so young. You're so pretty. Why would you want him? Why would you want, it's giving maturity. All right. It's giving like you feel sorry for the side person. Because you should. Because you should. Because it's about to get ugly. Something's about to get ugly. The danger here and this explosion card, back to back, I don't know. Ain't shit to fight for. Because, baby, when God says, all right, time's up, it's up. And shit's about to blow. And I'm just going to say you're this person that was getting stepped on, Virgo, by somebody who really act high and mighty, like they better than other people. You're not better than other people if you're going around ruining lives. Because some people may really fall in love with somebody else's partner. And they may, like, that may be their first time going through some shit like that. And they really think that they're in the right. They really think that this is going to play out in a way that's like, oh, well, we're just meant to be because you two's relationship wasn't meant to work out, or some delusional ass shit like that. It doesn't matter. Even if it were the case that these two aren't meant to be together, or whatever is not meant to play out, you are not walking into a blessed situation. And I like my shit to be blessed, honey. I like when I get stuff that I have a little authentication, little certificate. I like having a receipt, nice little warranty. Okay. We like nice things that can't get taken. Okay. Things where you go to bed at night, you feel at peace, like ain't nobody gonna show up trying to take your shit. All right. And if you feel like somebody's trying to take your man and your man going for it, or your woman and your woman going for it, that's not your partner. Let people go do what they feel like they being called to do. That's how you keep your peace. He said you believe he was separated, told you he hadn't spoke to his wife in over 2 years. Immediately when it hit my spirit, I said no. No. In those situations, usually, and I take it from a woman who I skipped over the marriage and having children part for longer than most of my peers. So it's different when you out here single and you look good, you got a little something, you got a little coin going for yourself, life's going good, and everybody in your age group is married, baby, they will do anything. I think people, I'm not gonna say everybody, but there are so many people in this world that hate being married, but they still married, and it's like being from the single perspective, it makes you afraid to ever get involved in any kind of blasphemy like that. But that's not what it was created for. You know what I mean? People they just take shit and ruin it. But and then sometimes life just happens. You know, sometimes we really meant well, and shit just hit the fan because it chose to. I don't know, but if you are somebody that is trying to be pulled in the middle of people's mess, don't allow that. Don't you want nice things? You know, you ain't gonna get nothing nice from somebody else's person. Even if they say, "Oh well, I'm just here for the kids, and I'm just da 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 da," and blah blah fucking blah. It ain't what you want, and it ain't what you need. If you in this situation and your partner act like they better than everybody, again, you are not better than anyone, especially if you're going around making people's life worse. There's nothing holy about that. So I don't know if somebody kind of like they throw God in front of their sentences, and I don't know, they punctuate within Jesus' name or something like that. That you're not better than nobody. Okay. Somebody put themselves on a pedestal. You don't even have to do it. Who said we talking about a man? Some of y'all may play sports. Some of y'all could be prepared. Baby, somebody could be athletic. An athletic cheater. I can't get away from this cheating. Um, from this cheating storyline. But it looks like some of y'all about to be getting back in shape, baby. Forget about it. Some of y'all about to look. And it's not about that person or what they got going on, what they did, what they didn't do. I think you're changing the story. You're bringing it camera 2. Okay. Switch from camera 1. We're going to camera 2. All right. Why are we even thinking about somebody like that, what they did, what they didn't do? We got to bring it back to you. Okay. Somebody was putting you in danger. Whether you are the main, the one doing the shit, or the one on the side, whoever. Okay, and it looks like you're about to put yourself where you want to be now. Okay. And you know what's crazy? This person didn't think you would walk away. Why? Why didn't they think you would walk away? Maybe that's a part of that holier than thou type of thing. They thought maybe you would just go and distract yourself like they do, not tell them about it. And then, we work it out again. This is what we do. Who's trying to keep doing that? That doesn't sound like happiness. I think in the process of doing that and then doing it again and then doing it again, you fell out of love with this person. Because why would I want to do that? There are people that you don't have to do that with. There are people that want to be with you. There are people that when you be with them, it doesn't feel like you're on a roller coaster. You don't feel like you feel insecure when you bring your beautiful ass girlfriends around them, or when you bring your fine, successful, in shape guy friends around them. Like some people really lock in. Some people really, respect you and the marriage or the relationship or, what you have. This person's not used to people leaving them. Somebody said they're not used to real women. They used to little girls. Who said that? Little girls, little boys, or people who just not, they don't know yet. They don't know that they're not supposed to be treated like that. They don't know that this is, you would think, well, it's common sense. But when common sense been common? Hmm? The right thing isn't advertised. That would be boring, right? You hear the songs on the radio now talking about how they can take your man and all this kind of stuff and your woman and all this kind of stuff. It's That's what's popular. That's what people feel like is cool. But I like your reading just same way I like Taurus's reading because it's very real. It's very real. Okay, it's reality. Because I'm not here to give you, blow sprinkles up your butt. Okay. Um, I feel like you're going from angry to wow. You know what I love about this? A lot of y'all are going from what's the red one? Is it the sacral chakra? It's like you're going from this lower vibrational type of energy, and there's nothing wrong with the sacral or whatever those chakras are at the bottom. There's nothing wrong with that because they're all there for a reason. But you're going from this angry, I'm giving in to this anger, this feeling, reacting type of energy to this heart chakra green type of energy here. Starting over, initiating a new habit, focusing on your creativity, vitality, peace, tranquility, easiness, and you are selfishly, which you, as you should, blocking out this other stuff, like stubbornly ignoring someone in their shit, as you should. And I do see them coming and waving the white flag at some point. I want to look at this chakra thing real quick before I go because, I mean, I feel like it's significant. Seven main interconnected energy centers in the body, running from the base of the spine to the top of the head, each associated with different aspects of physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So, root chakra is the red one. I was close. Sacral chakra is right above it. I feel like you are focused on your solar plexus chakra because I see yellow here, and your heart chakra because I see green here. And this is going to open up someone's throat chakra because they wrong. Okay, and I do see them, and that's the thing. If that felt confusing to you, I'll break it down like this. When you go from angry as hell to relaxed, you know what? I'm just going to choose to start over. I'm going to go from the bottom floor, which is this red energy, and you going up to 1, 2, 3, 4 with this green heart chakra energy. And that is what brings people to doing the right thing. It's not about, oh, well, let me blow up on you and cuss you out, and then you'll bring your ass home and all this kind of stuff. Nobody responds to this. If anything, this fuels a cheater. This fuels people who like to play in your face. Okay. But this energy right here, they're gonna be like, why are you so relaxed? Why it doesn't seem like you checking for me? Why are you not reacting to my evilness? You know, why are you so calm? I want to look into the solar plexus. Before I go, because that one's really standing out to me. I think it's about healing, but let's see. Uh-huh. So for you, whether you enter the chakras or not, this is about your heart, and this is about, because this says the solar plexus chakra, or Manipura or something like that, is the third chakra and represents personal power, willpower, and self-esteem. Because when you can pull your confidence back, when you can pull yourself up out the trenches, who can stop you? You know, someone is in dire need of you while you are too. You know what I mean? Because you have the power to pull yourself up out of this. I'm not saying that this person don't, but they're a lot further behind than you are. So there's something about you really pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Your diet could really help you with that too. Something about juicing. Eat according to like where you want to be, right? So what's yellow? Bananas. If you want to look at there are foods that are associated with the chakras too. Um, I would focus on greens for sure. You could juice them, you can eat them, don't overcook them. I would focus on yellow. I'll focus on purples, red, beets. Okay, I wouldn't say red because I think that's where you're coming from versus where you're going. I hope any of this makes sense. If you look into what I'm talking about, it will. Um, that someone didn't think that you would walk away, they must not know the God that you serve. Is that what this is? Some of y'all could be believers. I mean, you got to believe in something to be here. Any other advice for the Virgo before I go? Should I do an oracle card for you guys? You'll be feeling better. Look at you. Trouble don't last always, Virgo. The Five of Cups is in the reverse, and you end with the Nine of Pentacles in the. You're better off. You see all that green around her again? Focus on healing your heart. Okay? The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful ending to this reading. It's okay to remember. It's okay to remember, but I feel like you need to focus on forgiving this person. And it's not that they deserve your forgiveness. It's not about that. It's about you. They'll apologize again. That's fine. Look at that. The color gold could also be significant to you. This says you don't need someone else to fix you. The number 36 could be significant too. This says someone is trying to convince you that you are broken beyond repair, unless you accept their helping hand, of course. If someone offers to fix you or some part of you, it's not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them no, thank you. You know exactly how to put the gold into your own cracks. Virgo, I really hope that this helped. I wish you the best as always. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe if this resonated with you. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Ciao.